Hey guys, Mr. Railhot here. Let's do a little bit of practice with our log rules or log properties. I'm going to jump down to the power properties, right? We know addition turns into multiplication and vice versa. Subtraction turns into division and vice versa. And an exponent inside the log can turn into a multiplier inside the log. An exponent inside can turn into a multiplier outside of the log. All right, this is number 15. So I see a multiplier outside. This one's asking us to condense, so make smaller. This is a multiplier outside. Let's turn it into a exponent inside. So log of 8 to the 1/3. Now, what does the 1/3 power mean? Well, we talked about it. That means I want one of the three things that multiply to give you 8. Another way we write this, and you probably remember, is like a square root sign with a 3. It's called the third root or cube root. So what does multiply to 8? Like if you have multiplied it by itself 3 times. 2 does, right? 3 2s multiplied by themselves gives you 8. So the third root of 8 is 2. And there we go. Log of 2. Yeah, there's a base 10 down there. But I don't know what power to raise 10 by to get to, so we're good. 17. This one's asking us to expand. This one threw me off a little bit when I was helping some of you, but we worked through it. Expand means let's get stuff out of this exponent stuff. Let's move it out front. But there's more than one thing, right? There's a x and a -1. We're going to put all of that out front. So how would that look? Well, there's a 3 out there already. Let's take the x -1 and put it out front. And what's left over? Well, just a log of 4. Now we could simplify a little bit more and get 3x minus 3 log 4. That'd probably be the most expanded. It is important, though, to put these parentheses around here. Because if we just wrote this, I'll write it here. If you wrote it without those parentheses, like this, these are not equivalent. These two answers are not equivalent. Because this one, the bottom one, is saying 3 times log of 4, not 3x minus 3 times log of 4. So they mean different things. This one is correct, because the whole thing is multiplied by the log. All right, let's go on the back where we use more than one of the rules together. I want to do number 31 because it's kind of cool. Because it's small, but it's got some stuff going on in there. All right, first, log square root of 7 times x to the 3rd. Well, just like the 1/3 on the previous problem, the 1/3 can turn into a third root. It works both ways. A square root, there's a hidden 2 here, because we don't usually write it because we assume square root means square root. But we can rewrite it as log of 7 x to the 3rd to the 1/2. That square root sign turns into a 1/2. A 1/2 of all of the stuff inside the parentheses. Everything. Not just of the x to the 3rd, not just of the 7, but both of them. Alright. I think a good next step when expanding this is to distribute this square root, the 1/2, it is a square root, the 1/2 to each of those terms, each of those factors inside here. And so we would get, I'll come over here, log of 7 to the 1/2, x to the 3/2, because we do 1/2, I'll write it down here, 1/2 times 3, we multiply fraction by a whole number, put over 1, multiply across, 1 times 3 is 3, 2 times 1 is 2, 3/2. Hey, we have some multiplication going on between these two. Let's break it up. log of 7 to the 1/2, or square root of 7, plus, right, a multiplication inside can turn into addition outside, log of x to the 3/2, no space, x to the 3/2. Okay. We're almost done. We expanded it out, but we can get these exponents outside of there also. Remember, exponents inside turn into multipliers on the outside. So bring the 1/2 out front, bring the 3/2 out front, and our final answer would look something like this. 1/2 log of 7 plus 3/2 log x. There are some other ways to write this, and we might do a few problems that are like this. I'll show you real quick. You could rewrite this differently, which might aid us, might help us solving some problems when we get to that in a little bit. Sometimes it might be more helpful to solve a problem when we get there if you wrote it like this. Log of 7 over 2 plus 3 log of x over 2. Those mean the same thing, right? This is still a sneaky one here. 1/2 and 3/2. It still is the same thing, but it might end up being more helpful in the future to do that. It depends on the problem. We'll get to them eventually, so we'll see. All right, guys, come to class with questions next time. Enjoy your weekend. Get some homework done. Be ready to work next week. Remember, we're mathematicians. We can do anything we want. See you later.